Happy New Year. We hope everyone had a lovely holiday season. We promise we will be back next week with brand new episodes. But today we are re-releasing our 2025 episode with Josh Sharp because he is taking his one-man show, Tada, to London this February. And you can find tickets to that at joshsharptada.com. That's joshsharptada.com. And you can also find tickets to our two San Francisco StraightioLab shows on January 22nd and January 23rd. One of them is a stand-up show and one is a live podcast show with special guests at linktree.com/StraightioLab. The link is in our Instagram bio, or you can find tickets on the SF Sketchfest website. They're both part of the SF Sketchfest 2026. And you can also see me, George Civeris, do stand-up in London on February 23rd at the Soho Theater. Okay, we promise we will be back next week with brand new episodes. We love you. Happy New Year. Talk soon.
Okay, podcast starts now. What's up, everyone? You are listening to StraightioLab. We are in New York City, live from Times Square.
George still reeling.
Excuse me, you're not allowed to speak.
Sorry.
Josh is being silenced. He said something poetic right before we started recording, and I said, not on my watch.
I actually am. It's like one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
Do you want to say what it was?
I said, we're getting prepared. Usually we explain the podcast to the guest. This time,
none of them have ever listened.
Sorry, I just had a moment in the middle of that sentence where I remembered I'm being recorded. Do you ever? I was just like, I was truly on autopilot. I was like, oh, right, I should try to be charming. Anyway, so I'm Andy Cohen, and welcome to Watch What Happens Live.
George, this is not how you act. Anyway,
what the hell?
Whatever. Keep going.
So I said, I said to Josh, you know the drill, you know how this works. And Josh said, oh, I know the drill. The drill is a warm bath. The drill is a warm bath.
The drill is a warm bath.
And then, of course, Josh wisely said that is a Fiona Apple. That's the title of a Fiona Apple song.
And here we are. So now that we've covered that.
What I think is, can I say something briefly?
Oh my God.
Out of turn.
Fine.
To the listener, remember.
Josh Sharp.
Please welcome Josh Sharp.
No, I'm going to say
our intro. That's
I'm going to say one
iconic.
thing and I'm done. Remember to the listener, every beginning to you is actually in medias res to us. Like you are seeing your hosts, your friends in the middle of something. And that is, keep introing.
Yeah, you never know what people might be going through.
People don't give us enough credit for when we say podcast starts now, it actually started 10 minutes before that.
People don't give us enough credit for pretty much most things that we do. People don't realize that everything we do is an insurmountable mountain that we are in the middle of bleeding from all holes and trying to climb. And at the peak, it says, I heart music.
I have to say that this run of recordings, we have been, I'm like, oh, is this what it's like to be Julia Roberts? It's sort of like that, like club, another club, airplane,
Yes,
club.
Julia Roberts famously, club, another airplane. She's performing,
George,
she's doing the midnight DJ set. She's going to the gay bar. She's performing at Fort Lauderdale Pride.
I'm mixing metaphors and that's okay.
What if they booked Julia Roberts at Fort Lauderdale Pride and she did the monologue from Pretty Woman? But it was never explained.
We actually need to talk about, do gay guys care about Julia Roberts at all?
What the hell?
It's a valid question. I think she is not disrespected enough in the acting community for gay guys to actually care that much.
You are so right. She has never had an underdog narrative.
Yeah.
She has been that girl from the beginning.
So everyone's like, yeah, she's good. She's beautiful. She's amazing. But there's not that emotional connection.
No gay guy is saying my favorite actress is Julia Roberts, even though, of course, when push comes to shove, she is one of the great American actresses.
You know what they're saying? This will be brief, and then I'll leave you.
Okay, Josh, we're trying to do our intro.
They're saying Erin Brockovich is my favorite actress. They're not saying Julia Roberts is.
Because Erin Brockovich is an underdog.
Thank you.
Erin Brockovich is an underdog.
I'm done. I won't talk.
I fucking hate our guest today.
Yeah, I'm so annoyed.
It's so what our listeners don't understand is that the podcast actually starts 10 minutes before, and what our guest today doesn't understand is actually it started way before he even got here. We recorded
you think you're what, a third co-host?
You think you're just
I know. It's just to sit here to cuck one. It's like I should get to come in at that point.
But I just think
let me key grip or something.
You're ignoring the
Do you want to check the shots?
I would love to. I'd love to. Checking the gate. I'd die to check the gate.
I think I do think there is something very particular about not having a role. You know what I mean? Like being in a liminal space between roles. Before we started recording, you were the role of friend. When we introduce you, you will be in the role of guest. Right now, you are nothing.
Nothing.
But is that sort of sensory deprivation in a way? Like,
It's
are you
freeing.
finally free? Yeah.
It's freeing.
Well, it's freeing
Sub
in a
is
sense,
dumb.
but in another sense, you keep
You're in
fighting
a
against
subspace.
it.
I'm
You're
in
in
a
a subspace.
subspace.
If you were actually
That's why you
feeling,
keep trying to touch me.
if you're actually feeling liberated, you would be basking in the silence. But I can see you wanting so badly to have a different role.
Well,
And
that
he's,
is
why
you know what
true.
he's asking for us to say, no, Piggy, be quiet.
I hope I'm never brought in, quite frankly. I hope we
I think at this rate, you
I
won't
think
be.
perhaps the whole episode exists in this.
You know, we used to have the bravery, the chutzpah, and the punk rock sensibility to do that.
Josh, what happened to our punk rock sensibility?
Yeah, what the? No, because as soon as you said that, I
Bring
was
it up with iHeart.
literally as soon as you said we should do the entire episode like that, my instinct was like, well, we can't. We should bring him in soon. Whereas if this was 2020, if this was May 2020, I would be like, that is so fucking badass. Like, let's fucking
Yeah.
do it.
Something really funny happened.
Never introduce a topic. Never promote what you're here to promote.
Exactly.
Which I'm not going to say.
No, nor I. I'm not on yet.
Well, and why would we promote when our guest doesn't even hear you?
I'm not here. I'm not on. I don't exist.
What were you going to say?
Last night, somebody said they'd been listening to us since 2016, and I was like, well, darling, we haven't been on since we started in 2020.
Time is a flat
Well, there was
circle.
something about
all right,
2016.
all right.
2020 was just 2016 again.
Yeah.
And 2024 is just 2016 again. Like, we're just doing 2016 over and over. It's Groundhog Day, but for 2016.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
2016 drag.
There's
Finish. Do the intro. I'm
we
sorry.
are.
Look,
It's time to do 2016
what do you
drag.
make of this?
Yeah. Josh, be careful, please.
Be careful. That was hard to set up.
So, for anyone who's not watching on YouTube, where our numbers are plummeting, by the way, what Josh just did is.
Well, they can't plummet because they were never high.
Excuse me. They were never high because we never promoted it because we are sort of above it.
And yet it's out there.
And yet it's out there. So what Josh did, for anyone not watching, is he took the mic and actually physically moved it away from himself so that even if he's tempted to participate in the conversation, he can't physically.
So
and
now-
now he's sort of evoking a kind of meditation state, but is actually being so jittery that it's almost like an argument against meditation as a concept.
It's sort of like, oh, damn, this guy really can't sit still.
Yeah,
huh?
it's like, oh my God, is he okay?
Yeah,
And
don't
the
let him
answer
alone
is
with his
is a
thoughts.
hard no.
Yeah, he's self-harm incoming. I think we should bring in our guest. Please welcome to the show our dear friend and whose show is having a run,
Josh Sharp, ta-da.
By the time this is out, you will know all about it.
You'll be all over www.joshsharptada.com snatching
Is that
up
the
tickets.
site?
Absolute.
Ooh, and
And
where
it will
is
be
it?
till all of time. It's on the internet.
Sweetheart, where is
Where's the show, Mama?
It'll be at the Greenwich House. Some of y'all know it as the Barrow Street, Sweeney Todd and the Pie Shop, but it's at the Greenwich House Theater in beautiful West Village, blocks
And you're
from
playing
Stonewall.
You're playing Sweeney.
I'm playing Sweeney. Yeah. And Mrs. Lovett in rep.
You're playing.
Oh.
Just to be clear, this is one of those, like John Proctor is the villain and Juliet. This is one of these contemporary reboots of a classic musical.
Sweeney is the
more-
hero.
Yes, like it's more kind of like woke and LGBT, right? So it's about how
And you
actually.
were right to end at T.
Yeah, no, there was no
For this
Q in it.
production.
There's no Q, and there's
No,
certainly
there's
no
no I.
plus.
There's no A. Come
No
down.
I, no A.
Can I actually bring up an issue with Q?
Oh. Is your issue is it queer or is it questioning?
Yes,
Yeah. But but
it's
here's
gotta
the thing.
be queer, right?
but sometimes it's questioning.
But doesn't
this-
the plus include?
I'm sorry, this
questioning?
instinct is so anti-Q. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Q is this all-encompassing thing that is like what isn't Q.
But Q being questioning, it's like I'm questioning if I'm even Q. Like
Yeah.
that's such a crazy meta narrative.
If
Show
you're-
me someone who isn't questioning.
Exactly.
If
If
you're
you're any
not
of the
questioning.
letters and you're not Q questioning, you haven't seen the Matrix yet.
Yeah,
Which is the
literally.
whole point of being under the umbrella is that we see the Matrix.
Yeah, so
You know
it's
what I mean?
like the implication that if you're LGB or T, you have this certitude.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I'm firmly B. I'm firmly G. It's like, no, you're not.
the Q
No.
is like underneath all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's the bedrock. It's the bedrock.
honey, it's the bedrock.
The
The
Q is the
question
bedrock.
is to be queer, which is to be LGBTIN+. You know what
The
I mean?
question is the bedrock.
The question is the bedrock. Fiona
The
Apple's
drill is
follow.
it's the drill is a warm bath. Lead single. The question is the bedrock.
Josh, I have a question. I have a Q. When it comes
Bedrock me, bitch. Go ahead and bedrock me up and down.
I'm about to rock your damn bed with this one.
Let's go.
Insert I can make your bed rock here. The punk rock sensibility is of course complicated because at this point you're trying to promote a show that actually you have been working on and actually does have a weeks long run. And the seats,
Months even.
months, which is one of the longest weeks we have.
I know.
And so it's sort of, I feel sort of mixed on doing a bit about the show and sort of misleading
No,
people.
bits only.
Bits only.
I mean, I don't care. We can do whatever, but bits
You
is
want to
fun.
sell no tickets.
I want to sell it. Well, I think the bits sell the tickets. Do you know what I
bits-
mean? It's one of those
Well,
things where,
but
like,
only if you then follow up with what the show is.
You're not
Do
craving
these-
a but seriously, the show's about this and this and this
do
and
you
this.
think they want that? Your people?
I don't fucking know what
What do you
they
think
want.
your audience
we've-
wants?
Our audience thinks we started in 2016.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no,
We're
they're
not dealing
saying,
with mentally
They're saying
normal
get that orange Cheeto out of the White
Yeah,
House.
they're saying get that Cheeto out. Pantsuit Nation, rise up.
They're saying Pantsuit
and go to
Nation.
joshsharptada.com.
They're saying, hey, at Pantsuit Nation, I just discovered the podcast StraightioLab. These really amazing LGBTQ plus guys, and they talk about politics, media, cultural criticism.
They
And
would not
if
have said
you-
plus.
If you think we need to get this orange Cheeto out of the White House, you better give it a listen.
like and
Yes.
subscribe, like and subscribe.
No, I don't have a strong feeling. I feel
I highly doubt that, knowing you.
I feel like we will talk
Get
as
his
we.
ass.
Or I guess the strong feeling is that we will talk as we. That like for us to do a sort of, if we naturally do what's the show about, great. If we don't,
Yeah.
they're going to get it. They're going to go to joshsharptada.com no matter what and find out what it is. But I guess canonically, it's the off-Broadway one-man show that so many of our peers and ancestors have done before us.
You are stepping into a rich tradition.
It's my iteration on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a bit of a meta conceit within it so that it's not just me, into the microphone for 80 minutes. That doesn't justify the
and if it were
ticket
that,
price.
that would be amazing.
And
too.
yet that is valid too, and I love some of those.
Yeah.
But for me and my own punk rock sensibility, I said I can't ultimately only do one of those.
Is
so
it-
there's sort of a thing happening.
This is something I wonder. Do you sometimes get suffocated by the punk rock sensibility to not do the thing that is the thing that everyone does?
Yes, and this is deep therapy talk of like how much are you trying to explore an unexplored space, and how much are you just like standing in the way of your own success? You know what I mean?
well,
How much are you going, this should be weirder, wilder, instead of, ultimately just
how much are you producing something and it's good, and and yet you have the instinct to take a dump on it to give it a twist.
Yeah. And for me, it's often not even taking a dump on it as much as it is, what if you made it harder and more inaccessible? And in a way that gets me going, but then I'm like, does anyone but you like this? You know what I mean? This is
It's
the question
really
I'm having
hard
with
to
myself.
tell. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
And we've answered that question as we're now normal on this podcast.
But are we? Is this episode normal?
Already abnormal.
Yeah, we haven't introduced you.
Yeah, we haven't even done the intro.
Well, we kind of did. We started.
Well, what if we just sit in the space between introducing and not?
Welcome to the podcast, Josh Sharp.
Sam.
See, but even
He is being so Pantsuit Nation right now.
He's being so Pantsuit Nation.
You need to sort of access this current state that we're in, where there's no democratic leadership.
You know what you need to do?
You're still nostalgic for Hillary.
You guys, I just think if you didn't vote for Jill Stein, like we would have a different country right now.
Do you know what Sam needs to do that he's not doing?
What?
Question.
Wow.
You think I'm not on the fucking bedrock? You don't think I'm not rock bottom on this bed?
Sam, are you not questioning?
I'm questioning everything.
See, and
I'm
you asked
asking
the question, and that was declarative. Isn't that so interesting?
is so
Sam, are you
weird.
not questioning? Question mark. I'm not.
I've
Exclamations
never
from him.
seen anyone so
What?
firm.
Ask me, Sam, are you not questioning?
Are you not questioning?
What about me makes you think I'm not?
Oh
Wow.
my God. You're not
Am
questioning.
I not doing it at all times?
You're doing an improv exercise. And don't think I don't know that. You think I don't know that that's an improv
honor
show
my
playing
roots.
game?
I'll honor my roots.
Wow,
And my present.
to stake a flag and say, I know this. I can't think of anything more toxic and masculine.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
this.
Anything more G, quite frankly.
Yeah. Why are you being so
G. I thought you meant
The
GHB.
certitude of the G.
Yeah.
You know what I
the
mean?
surge of the G.
The wisdom of the L.
Oh my God, you guys. I just figured out what GQ stands for. Gay questioning. When you're subscribing to GQ magazine, you're subscribing to Gay Questioning magazine.
Yeah.
And that's why there's all those hot guys on
That's
there.
awesome.
Because they're being
awesome.
like, are you turned on by this?
Yeah. For so many
Yeah.
people, GQ was gay question.
It was gay
For so many of our community to get that and go, I'm receiving this modality different than my peers.
No, you're getting the GQ and you're saying, I have received the subliminal messages you are sending me, and I will be in the bathroom in 15 minutes.
And you're going, wait, you don't all receive this way. You know,
Yeah.
like that moment that makes you realize you're the other queer Q queer. You know,
queer.
it's like, you're right, it's gay questioning. It's gay questioning.
I actually think this is one of the smarter things I've ever realized.
That GQ is gay questioning.
Yeah. Yeah. The drill is a warm bath.
The drill is a warm bath, and GQ is gay
GQ is gay questioning.
Because
That's more Kim Petras. I'm sorry to say. Fiona passed on that one.
Yeah, that's
GQ is gay questioning is a little more slut pop Miami.
that's true. That's been done at Rosemont.
yeah.
whatever, that's good.
Also, whatever that's good is a Kim Petras track as well.
Whatever
That's good.
Respect. Respect.
Oh, GQ is gay
Wow.
questioning.
GQ is gay questioning,
And all of this will be addressed in my show.
which is Josh Sharp. Ta-da.
Josh Sharp, ta-da.
Ta-da. Ta-da. Which doesn't stand for anything. It's a word on its own.
Yeah.
Are there multiple A's in ta-da? Is it like
it's gonna be TA-DA all lowercase.
Did you ever think of naming it Ta-da for? And it's like a pun on to die for?
Oh God, call my lawyer. Is it too late to change? Oh no, I've made a huge mistake. See, that version of the show, I'm selling out the garden.
Right.
It's like, what have I done myself?
You have to have a pun in the title.
Okay, I've got one.
to ghettoize myself at the famed Greenwich house when I could be playing the garden.
Did you ever think of sort of going Chelsea Handler mode and calling it Darfor?
Almost every day I wake up and consider going
To
Chelsea
Darfur.
Handler mode, and I'm waiting. And the day that I do, it's over for y'all when I go Chelsea Handler.
No, when
to
you go,
Darfur.
I have seen you go Chelsea Handler mode in private spaces,
Yeah.
and I have burns from it.
Well, you have to keep some things to yourself as a person in the public, in the demi-public.
Yeah,
you have to
yeah,
keep some
yeah.
things for yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
In order to remain whole.
Because these 100 to 200 people that know who we are,
Oh, absolutely.
they'll take everything.
Oh, they'll rip you limb from limb. Are you kidding? Down to the bone.
I saw what they did to
They'll eat you.
Britney Spears.
Like a whale at the bottom of the ocean. Right? Every bit of the ecosystem that is the StraightioLab fan base comes in their time. The predators, the mytoplankton, all of it comes until you are not but carcass.
They've been plotting since 2016.
Trust.
You don't think we know what the riot the January 6th started as? It was literally in the StraightioLab Discord.
It would be fun
Literally.
if you called your fans Pantsuit Nation.
There's a world in which...
There's a world in which. That's another Fiona Apple.
There's a world in
There is
which.
a world in which. ... It's actually one of those Fiona Apple tracks that's so long. You know how her album titles are so long, but then people abbreviate it as "There's a world in which." ...
But yeah, there's like
But
four
it's
other
like
paragraphs.
it's like a poem she wrote, and then she did a little drawing next to it, and it's dedicated to one of her dogs, the one that has a terminal illness.
the one. Don't they all?
If you don't think
that's
if
the
you don't
hurdle.
think every dog Fiona Apple has a terminal illness, I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what to tell you.
You clearly are not Q because you have not
cute at all.
considered it.
Not one moment.
To be honest, like being a dog is a terminal illness.
Yeah,
Like,
wow.
let's start there. The moment you have a dog, you're like, okay, clock's ticking.
Yeah.
The sands
Yeah.
of time.
The sands of time.
Talk about dog, like someone not comfortable when they don't have a role. A dog. Like when the dog is between friend and guest, they're just like, but please give my life meaning.
Please bring me
Whereas
in.
a
Please bring
cat
me in.
is the entire thing is Q. Cats are obviously the most Q. I mean, they're just like
Well, they derive ultimately like certitude from the questioning. You know,
Yeah.
they really the bedrock is strong in cats. we know this. We know this.
We know this.
we know this.
We know this. When I meet like a person with a puppy, like there is something sort of old showgirl where I'm like, you just wait.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
God, I've seen it all.
Oh God. Yeah.
Like, you don't know what's about to happen to your life. And it's funny to be so young and to be able to have that perspective
and have this fun and be
Yeah.
so lucky.
and to be so
I'm so
lucky.
successful.
I'm so successful. My dog is
I have a
sold
dog
as fuck.
who's old.
Should we do our first segment?
Oh my God.
At last, the bath has been drawn. I sink in deeper.
I sink in deeper. You
That's
came
another
in
track. I sink
Poetic
in
as
deeper.
hell today.
Yeah, get thee to the Greenwich house.
Get thee-
Poetry abound at the Greenwich house 7 times a week.
7 times a week.
It's maybe too many times. We were discussing this off mic, but I could bring it
Yeah.
to on. I've never done one of those runs.
Yeah,
and
I
it'll be
mean,
curious to see
few
what
have.
it does to the
have
mind,
lived
the body.
through it.
Few have
Something this is, did you read Jack Novak's New Yorker piece when the special based on the show was coming out?
Yes.
No, I didn't read it.
Something I loved was when she talked in about it, and this is good to cue up the New Yorker, integral to the topic we'll be discussing later. She talked about how she realized that doing an off-Broadway run was her birthright. And I read that and went, actually low-key same. And now here we are.
Well, no, it is sort of when are you going to be chosen?
Yeah.
And
And I was already working on this show at the time, and I read that and I was like, wait, it should be one of those. It turned a page for me, quite
Yeah.
literally.
Wow, that's nice. Huge
I'm
shout
like,
out.
what's the journey for this thing you're making? I said, it's that.
It's that.
Wow.
And then the producers abound.
There are so many producers.
Oh God.
To have a Mike and a Carly? God, you'd be lucky to have a Mike or a Carly.
Some people have both.
You're sneaking in the more traditional promotion, I see.
Do you see how we're doing it in such a cute way, though?
That is such a cute
It's
way.
very sort of the Little Women reboot.
Yeah.
Reboot.
And which
It's
is
sort
what
of
you're...
non-linear,
Yeah, it's yes.
non-linear
Yes,
promotion.
it's Gerwig as fuck the way I'm
I
promoting
love
this
calling
show.
the little Greta Gerwig's Little Women the Little Women reboot.
It's so good.
Okay, what
It's
else
like-
would it be called?
It's like, oh, there's a new miniseries that's Great Expectations. Like, oh, they're rebooting Great Expectations?
I'm being normal.
So, Josh, our first segment, as you well know, is called Straight Shooters. And in this segment, we ask you a series of rapid-fire questions to gauge your familiarity with and complicity in straight culture, where you have to choose one thing or another thing. And the one rule is you can't ask any follow-up questions about how the game works. Sam.
Now's the time where Q becomes
Exactly.
illegal.
Sam, you're going to thrive.
Q-
This is sort of the 40s.
This is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Josh. A watched pot never boils, or can you watch my spot while I go to the toilet?
A watched pot never boils.
Roy G. Biv or Boy, Please Give.
Boy, please give.
French Revolution or NYC stench pollution?
NYC stench pollution.
J.W. Anderson or D.W. from Arthur.
DW from Arthur. Good one, though.
Okay, pimple popping vids or simple topping tips?
Pimple popping vids.
Shopping at an H&M or choking on an M&M.
Oh,
Ooh.
choking on an M&M.
Okay, defying gravity or implying you're mad at me?
Implying you're mad at me.
No smoking or relax. I was joking.
Relax. I was joking.
Honey, we've all said that before.
That was a particularly good round.
Thank you.
So many of them evocative. A question will not be asked, but a statement will be made. So many of them, evocative.
That's another
Period.
track.
The reviews are in.
So many of them evocative.
So many of them evocative.
Wow.
That's actually Kim Petras trying to do Fiona Apple.
many-
But she like sort of doesn't quite get there.
Yeah. Honestly, if Kim Petras had a song called Evocative, that would be iconic.
good. Or evocative.
Evocative.
Slut Pop
Evocative.
Cambridge. She does like
Pop
she does like her sort of like literary horror album.
The medium is the sensual massage.
That's
Wow.
good. That's good.
The medium is the massage. She is writing down. Well, Josh,
She's
we
on the
rank-
stream. She's on the live stream.
Oh, she's on the live
Oh,
stream.
she is on the live stream and she is pressing hard face.
She's being like, seriously, guys, you gotta vote.
Kim has been listening since 2016.
Yeah, that was who I talked to last night. It was Kim. She came up to me and she was like, "Ooh, I've always loved you since 2016.
So, Josh, we rank each guest's performance on a scale of 0 to 1,000 doves, but now it's Blades of Grass in honor of the new Lady Gaga album.
Well, and Walt Whitman, of course.
No.
Oh, he is
The
not
original
part of it.
cruising queer. Let's say that. All y'all sniffies queens, give it up to Walt Whitman. He invented
Walt
the stuff.
Whitman would have absolutely gone off on
No,
Sniffies.
he was literally like creating a location, being like, it's the creek with all the boys that are shirtless.
Quite
splashing.
literally, the original Sniffies was Blades of Grass. Let's say that.
Wow, the original Sniffies
The original
was Blades of
Sniffies
Grass.
was Blades of Grass.
And that's a Perfume Genius track.
Exactly. I'm vast. I contain multitudes of suns in my
of
hole. You know,
loads?
it's like, yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm seeing our
Coffees are
coffee is
here.
here.
Coffee's flying in coffee.
Thank you so much.
My God. Oh,
Ooh,
this.
Delish.
This.
Oh my God, this.
To this, I say this.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, girls.
Damn, now I feel
Cheers,
left out.
Loser.
Want a sip?
Wait, oh my God, under your breath? Speaking of this, has Aaron told, my favorite thing is that part.
Yeah. Well, I love just to put sort of like a 3-year delay on lexicon for the most part.
Yes,
That it's like the things that are happening now in conversation for the most part. First of all, it's all a la carte. If you're slavishly devoted to every bit that the kids are saying,
No, it's true.
It's pathetic. You pick what works for you, but often I'm putting them in a little lockbox 2016. I'm putting them in a lockbox and I'm saving them for 3 years from now. And that's one where I'm like, finally, let's do
I think I'm ready
that
to
part.
do that part.
that
That
part.
part's
Sam
really
has a
good.
theory.
I have a really exciting theory that I think you're gonna like. I think Yas Queen is about to come back.
See, that's what I mean. We're getting the point where I'm like, absolutely, I'm down for that.
Like when I heard, because I'm in a hotel currently, and they have like in the elevator, they have all these like fake buttons that have like letters on them,
Yeah.
and then some of them are highlighted, and
Yeah.
it says Yas Queen, and I was like, that is the funniest thing I've
I love
ever
it.
seen.
I love it.
It's so back.
If you looked at my phone, the amount of alarms are set. It's all alarms for 4 years from now. Remember to bring back this. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you're like an archivist.
The
You're
thing
like,
is
Yeah.
overheating. It is hot to the touch, my device, because of how many long-term alarms I have set to remember these things.
So give us sort of an idea of what types of things are you seeing maybe in the coming year
oh,
that are
going
going to make a comeback. Like I'm like, okay, so Yas Queen, what else from that era? I mean, are we talking boob pillows are coming back? Like a pillow that
Yeah,
has
that's good.
line drawings of boobs? Are we talking, or is it like,
I wonder if this is sort of akin to Yas Queen. It's a little further back, but like is Bacon Core. Like
Oh.
being like,
Can I also say, I've always loved Yas Queem with an M at the end.
Queem.
Something about that is really right to me.
Q
Yas
stands for queem.
Queem.
It's
Are you
not
queer,
queer,
questioning,
it's
or
not
queem?
questioning, it's not
Or queem.
queem. Or queem. Actually, that is the spectrum, is QQQ. Queer, questioning, queem.
Yeah. Honey, I know where you start and I know where you end. And I won't say them because I know them and you should know them.
Should we
what
get
do we think is coming? Or no, you want
No,
to
you
propose
go.
something. No, I was gonna go. What do I think is coming back? But I don't have the answer in my head right now.
and this is one of those. That's a question that Q is so answer based that I do think is somewhat illegal for a podcast. When you're asking
I
a question
agree.
that
require-
requires an answer.
Well, I
Yeah.
also think there needs
Well,
to be
this we could dissect. More
Yeah.
than answer the question, this
Yes.
idea is fruitful.
Because I do love like obviously
The
you have
answering
to
of
ask
questions.
questions.
By the
but
way,
they can't have
Dick
answers.
Sect is another Kim Petras track.
For Slut Pop
For
Cambridge.
Slut Pop Cambridge.
Yeah, Dick Sect.
Dick Sect.
Yeah.
And it's sort
Dick
of
Sect.
about, analysis of texts.
Also, this is another Dick one, so they wouldn't. Yours is probably better.
No, if you know her work, she's going to have two
That's
Dick
true.
ones in a row.
Dewey Diximal system. Is there
Ooh.
something to that?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
ideology spot.
Oh, that's the lead single.
That actually has a little musicality
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Oh, that's good.
So my thing, here's where I'm struggling with trend-based stuff, is like, trend forecasting is over. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And yet
but
you
to
still
say
wanna-
that is trend forecasting.
I know. But it's like, but that's the bind we find ourselves in. You want to engage in the joie de vivre of trend forecasting and the like gay guy play that is like, this is coming back. This is so 5 years ago.
But you know what you're doing? You're not trend forecasting. You're doing the ultimately queer act of reading the vibe. You know, you're catching a vibe.
Yeah.
And as Qs, we are trained to catch a vibe. You're reading GQ and you're catching a vibe that only is for you. A secret message that's only for you.
Is it just me or is this gay questioning?
Yeah. So I think you're catching a vibe. You know?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, should we get into our topic?
Sure.
Josh, what topic did you bring today and what's straight about it?
Well, we have the New Yorker to thank.
Wow. Shout out
I
to the
was-
New Yorker.
And it's not the New Yorker though. Has anyone done the New Yorker? That would be good.
Well, we
did
actually,
New Yorker we did Toads, but mostly the New Yorker Toads.
one of our recent guests is a staff writer at the New Yorker, and
Oh my
her
God.
topic
Did
was,
they write the article that I'm going to reference?
Sadly,
today?
no.
Who did?
That's too bad. Actually, I should know that.
Yeah.
Really,
No, we
there was
wanna
a
shout
few
them out.
topics I was considering, and then there was an article today about the band Phish, and I found myself crying at it. And then I was like, maybe we have to talk about Phish.
Let's shout out the
And then-
the LGBTQ plus creator who wrote it.
Amanda Petras.
Oh
I don't
yes,
know
their
her.
music critic. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's great.
So I think we should get into Phish.
So Fish.
But I've learned in our pre-discussions, our off mic that's now on, that this is a really foreign topic for you and a mostly foreign topic for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you know? Let's start there.
I would say there are certain things.
Not to make you give an A.
No, totally. There are
Some
certain,
A's are easier than others.
Yeah.
There is something very comforting to me about knowing that certain things are like not for me at the base level, but then on top of that, also not for me to criticize or judge or respond to. Like Phish
Which is
one of-
something I love about the space. It's sort of hermetically sealed and earnest and uncool.
That's exactly it. There was a time in my life where I felt musical theater was that, but then late in life I have actually become involved. I think
But there's profound similarities between
profound
Phish and
similarities.
MC, actually.
I would say anything involving the Winter Olympics, other than ice skating, anything involving the Winter Olympics for me is that. Like, I don't relate to it. To me, the Summer Olympics are ancient Greece. That's my
Of
culture.
course.
Winter
It's in your
Olympics,
DNA, literally.
I've never found out what bobsledding is or luging or anything like that. Like, nor do I think it's good or bad. Like, it's not for me to judge.
You didn't watch Cool Runnings?
Don't even know what you're talking about.
What?
Formative text to me. The 90s Disney family comedy
What is
about
it
the
called?
Jamaican bobsled
Jamaican
team.
bobsled team. Cool Runnings.
That's what really implanted
Never heard of it.
Because I was going to say, I agree with your sentiment, but as soon as you said bobsledding, I said, that I know intimately. That's
Me
my
too.
childhood
It's
because
so
of Cool
important.
Runnings.
There was a lot of child media about Winter Olympics. There was a lot of ice skating movies. There was
Yes.
a lot of
But
snowboarding
you already
content.
exempted ice skating.
I have exempted ice skating, of course. My point being that I have
Let the record show we've exempted ice skating.
and Sam and Josh have exempted bobsledding under the Cool Runnings clause.
And by the way, bobsledding is another track off of Slut Pop.
Oh, yeah.
Slut Pop, Norway, which is her winter themed one. Slut Pop Oslo. Okay, so the point being, I have known Phish is one of those things that you're born knowing. You are born knowing that Phish exists, and that the thing with Phish is that people follow them on tour, and it's like a culture, and you're either a part of it or you're not. And that's it.
And I pretty much know the same thing, except I did listen to a comedy podcast about Phish.
Scott Ackerman?
Yep.
I didn't listen to it, but
was fun.
he is a fan.
He's a fan.
PH. And he's talking to someone else who's not a fan and sort of explaining it. We're doing our cover of the podcast.
We're doing our
right now.
cover. No, Harris Whittles is the fan, and he's teaching Scott Ackerman to like
okay.
it. So you like listen to them.
Was it compelling to you?
It was compelling. I mean,
You
I
probably
never
know a
learned-
lot, actually.
I never like downloaded an album and listened to it, but I like did hear a lot about it.
Well, and the truth is, I'm going to be a lot more Q than Whittles. I'm not here to convince you to like it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm here for us to swim,
Yeah.
to play around in this pool.
I would
Because
actually.
I wouldn't say I like it anymore. What made me weep today was just remembering my former self. Like
Wow.
remembering the me who was obsessed with them. And actually, I can still, I'll go like every 2 years and sort of have a nostalgia trip, but I'm not an active participant in this space anymore. Definitely, I remember being the only gay person in the room of 20,000. Like, it is just
Interesting.
literally a decidedly straight space.
Yeah.
But upon processing, there are some like queer elements, but done in a very straight way. You know what I mean? Like we said, there's like a drug and a party culture, but also none of them are grooming or bathing. Do you know what I mean?
There's
Like,
also a community-based element to it that is very
Absolutely.
like queer co-op potluck.
absolutely that. It does feel like it's a space for a certain type of straight person who is like, this society is not for me, to like jump over while still never once dabbling in GQ.
I mean, it's
know
quite
what I mean?
literally a safe space.
It's
It
a
is
safe space for straight,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
boy on girl and girl on boy oriented people to do a lot of the other broader cultural cue that we do as cues.
You know, I sometimes do feel bad for these types of straight because they don't have much.
Well, there are a few scenes. A lot of them are musical. I'm realizing like there's like hardcore is like
Yeah.
such a straight
Yeah.
scene, but also weirdly very gay.
Totally.
Australian rugby.
Well,
You know, men who become so masculine they double back around and they're like, oh yeah, I'll like grab my buddy's cock. But I've never once had sex. I've never once thought a single sexual. I've not done an iota of GQ.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
there's like
yeah.
there's places for them.
you know what? I just realized we need to reframe the entire gay straight thing.
Yeah.
To now it's not gay straight anymore.
Oh, okay. So the entire premise
I
of the
decree
podcast has
it's
changed.
not gay straight anymore.
Okay, what is
now
it?
it's Q&A.
Wow.
So you're either question or answer.
So the new podcast is called AEO Lab.
The new podcast is called
AEO Lab. Old MacDonald had a farm. AEO Lab.
By the way, Q&A parentheses queef and ass is also another track off of Kim Petras' Slut Pop Cambridge. So I, first of all, of course, love this.
Thank you.
It begs the question, in defining Q&A, are we creating another binary that is even more rigid?
What's the liminal
than an
space
A?
between Q&A?
What, exactly. Like, what is, you know what it is? It's a statement
Reading a
that-
vibe.
Yes, and it's a statement that ends in ellipses. Like it's like a Q ends in a question mark, A ends in a period. It's sort of
The liminal space is the ampersand.
Whoa. It's already in it. It's already in it.
And A.
The options are
already there.
Q, A, or and.
That's true. And no one's even seeing and as the third option.
It's right there.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But we need it to be expansive because it can't just be, we can't make it a trinomy anymore. Like it's like, we can't make it 3.
Sure.
That carries the
fuck
same
me, I
problems
guess.
of 2.
Oh,
no,
God.
you're on the right path, but we have to find a way to break apart it as the third.
And isn't the ampersand in assigning it the role of the third option? Aren't we othering it? Do you know what I mean?
But it is the continuation. Literally, and is the ellipsis.
Yes. ...
And what else? Say more on that.
Yeah.
Say more on that. The and is say more.
Right.
And so the idea of like always exploring, say more, you're seeking, that's the and.
Here's a question for you though.
Absolutely.
Isn't that the Q? Literally
true.
seeking more? What is it?
But I guess what the Q is inherently asking for is the A. You at a certain point stop talking to get the A. Maybe the and is just, we're riding the wave.
It's interesting. You think the A is the more limiting option.
The Q
There's actually something about the Q that is like demanding an answer.
the Q has to stop for the A to exist.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh my God.
The Q has to go.
The Q is
So
like
the and can go,
thoughts.
oh, okay. I guess it's me now.
Yeah.
The Q is an accusation. Accusation.
Thank you. Thank you.
And by the way, you're well-cum, which is another track off of Kim Petras' Slut Pop Cambridge.
That's Slut Pop Manners edition.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Slip pop Dear Abby or whatever.
Yeah, it's like that's there's a track on it called "That's My Tossed Salad Fork." That's that me tossed salad fork.
That's that Me Tossed Salad Forks featuring Sabrina Carpenter, actually.
Absolutely.
And it's an interpolation. Oh,
The way this has my lips chapped, that's when you know it's good.
the lips are chapped.
That's when you know it's good. Watcher. Listeners, that was to the watchers.
okay. So
Do you
Phish.
call them listeners and watchers?
We don't. Okay, so you love Phish.
We don't. That was so A of you.
That was really
Yes-anding.
He gave me a cue. I had to give an A.
Yeah.
Like he was literally being like gun to my head.
That's
What
true.
do you call them? And I
That's
said
true.
no.
But this is, it's like, you think the A is the oppressive one? No. The Q is what is oppressing the A into giving a declarative statement.
I mean, many straight people would argue that is true.
Yes, it's like the straight people are the ones that are oppressed.
Done. Hit send.
Which is why they take refuge in Phish. It's why they find these places.
And I not to be so standard Q&A, I do want to sort of go back to basics, and I kind of want to give you a platform
Yeah,
to
at last.
talk a little bit about Phish.
Yeah. I do feel like a lot of like being a closeted high schooler in rural North Carolina. It was a big part of developing my personality. Not just Phish, but just like driving to Asheville and seeing third-tier jam bands at the Orange Peel was how I was like, I am a person. I exist. I've been introed. I've been brought on. You know what I mean? It's like that really. So this is the primer. Let's try to make it as succinct as possible. And we're gonna Little Women reboot it. We're gonna go out of time. we're gonna start in the middle, as the podcast does.
Josh, I just want to say, if you started in the beginning, I would tell you to get out of your chair and leave. The idea that you would come to this podcast and do linear storytelling as though you are like,
it's insulting.
It's insulting to the Q's, the A's, and the ampersands.
Cut this part of the episode because it's insulting.
Cut this part of the episode and put it at the end.
Also,
Actually,
by the
for
way,
accountability, keep this part of the episode. Cut the part where I said cut it, but keep it.
and the idea that you're coming in and you're saying, a normal person would do linear, but I'm going to do Greta
Doesn't
Gerwig.
exist
That's
in this
like
sphere.
it's like very Sam Smith saying, am I the first gay person to win an
Yeah,
Oscar?
exactly.
Like, it's like you
not
are
even in this
so
category,
addicted
doll.
to being different.
Yeah. Not even in this
It's
category.
like, no, other
doll.
people do what you're doing. It's called conversation.
Yeah.
Like, no one is actually going linearly.
Exactly.
So
You were
go.
so right. So what you know about them is sort of tapping into when the Grateful Dead ended because Jerry died in 95. Phish, who was already like a really burgeoning popular band, had started to like play arenas, became like mega successful because their fans were like, we need to flock to them. But actually they're rather different. They're very similar in cultures, but different in musical construct. They both improvise. So they do a lot of improv, which you all know. as that's your UCB training.
I celebrate.
And much more freeform. It's actually more of a jazz style than a UCB Amy Poehler told you the rules style. You know what I mean? Like it's very freeforming, but it's very yes Andy.
Okay.
And so thus there's this culture of people who are chasing the dragon because not only do you hear a song more than once and it can go very different directions. You know, you're trying to see Sandino do the perfect chessboard Herald.
Honey, preaching to the damn choir.
You understand. But also, they then sort of extrapolate that on create a broader culture where, like, for them, the shows are very long, like 4.5 hours. So they're like an experience. And if you could see them every night for a week, they don't repeat a song. So you just hear every show is literally quite different structurally. And then also, even if it were the same show played twice, which they never would do, they like embrace the energy of the space and let it go different places. But musically, the Grateful Dead was basically like a folk band who then were like, it's pretty easy to just like take LSD and riff on these 2 chords forever. They sort of started as a prog band and were writing these intensely composed, like crazy epic suites that were psychotic and then finding out how to improvise within them, which is like a weird mashing of dualities. So musically, but also if you told me this is unlistenable, I'd be like, valid. I get there's a high hurdle to get into it, but then when people do, you're down bad for it.
Yeah.
And it taps that part of straight people's brain like baseball where you're like, I need to memorize every statistic.
There's an obsession. You're allowed to obsess.
It's obsessive. It's obsessive. And there's a lot of in-culture stuff. As we know from Yes Queen, that part, there's all of these things that only this culture knows that are fostered by the band to the audience and vice versa. They like literally do gags with the bands.
I have a cue that demands an A. What's their Yas Queen?
Oh, great point. And I know actually that one of the people in this room is more actively in Phish. So you can gut check me at any point. Would you say it's Would You Feces Drive Me to a Frenzy? Is that their Yas Queen?
That's a big one.
That's one of the big ones. One of their most epic songs has this sort of undecipherable lyric that's just sounds that people are always sort of trying to figure out what it actually is.
They'll never tell you.
And they've never explained it, but people have a lot of theories of what they're trying to say.
Wow.
And it's definitely a shorthand for like knowing the band.
Okay. So for like you're like there for 4+ hours. You're like doing drugs and you're like, I'm crazy. I've never been anywhere like this. Like part of what feels straight to me about it, and I'm down to be wrong because I'm just shooting in the dark here. Is it sexless? Are people hooking up?
Sexless.
So that's interesting.
Sexless. Wouldn't you agree sexless?
I don't think Phish is that straight.
Oh,
interesting.
Wow.
Well, but I think we've
I'm going very literal of the amount of straight people in the room, which is profound and overwhelming. Do you know what I mean? But you're right. There are a lot of overlaps because it circles back to this thing. It's
I mean,
like
again, any subculture is inherently, to be so basic, inherently queer because it is like outside the mainstream.
They're the most successful indie band of all time. You know what I mean? It's like they can sell 13 nights in a row at the Garden and aren't on a label, and nobody listens to they've never had a radio hit ever. So,
that is what's most intriguing about them to me is like everything else that is a subculture. You can at least point to like the one time they were mainstream.
They had a very brief moment of trying it.
Yeah.
And the record did like okay, but didn't do anything. And then they turned in the next record. This got referenced in the New Yorker and like, here's the next one. And the A&R person was not just like, this is a bad direction. He was like, I refuse to even try to do this. And so then they're like, all right, well, never mind. They didn't even give notes. They were like, no notes, cut and run.
Okay. Here's my theory. Ready? Okay. They are, it's not like a band in the classic sense. It's a theater show about a band.
In a way, yes. I mean, one of his early pieces, this guy was writing sort of like this like fantasy musical that he did for his college dissertation. Stereophonic. A fantasy musical.
Stereophonic, yeah.
Exactly. And so I think there's always, and he's now since written musicals. Like a lot of it is drawing from that space of like narrative, world building, characters. There's characters in songs. There's like,
Yeah.
So you're not wrong.
There's a state of play?
Profoundly.
Oh, God.
Profoundly a state of play. There's a lot of that because, again, they're like, one, improv is like we're playing together.
Yeah.
And then they wanted Also, they have a lights guy who's like known in the business for being the best at what he does.
Yeah.
Because you see most big arena stadium shows, they're programmed to hell. You have like 90,000 pre-programmed cues.
Yeah.
He goes in with, I think, normally like 4 and improvises the rest of it. And so he is working these massive lights and improvising with them. So then sometimes they're doing things musically and he responds to it, or vice versa. He'll do lights and they'll go, we should play along to that. Then they extrapolated that to the audience. There was a time they literally would throw 4 big balls in the audience, each of which represented a band member, and only play when an audience member touched it. Because they're like, we want you to play us. So, and that's become a thing where they're always like, how do we make you as active a participant in this as we are?
Yeah.
That
Literal sense of play.
That's a sense of play. I like that. It reminds me of like me at Over the 8. Like there's something
No, it's very over the 8 coded.
which
And then there's all these facts you wouldn't know. Or do you know that like in the Y2K, not to bring it back to 2016, but in the 1999
That's when
New Year's
Y2K
Eve,
was, right?
Exactly.
yeah.
Do you know that they did a concert on New Year's Eve that was the biggest attended New Year's Eve event in the world? There's things
Where
like-
was it?
In Florida.
It was a big Cypress Native American reservation.
I was gonna say a Seminole
Oh, okay.
like reservation in Florida, and they had like hundreds of thousands of people there,
90,000.
and they played
90,000.
and they played all night. They started at 10 and played until like 8 a.m. the next morning after the sun came up.
that begs the
That's
question.
rave culture.
That's rave culture. Do they wear diapers?
So here's my
They
question.
have. In 94, the first New Year's they played at the Boston Garden. At 11:50, they went backstage, and at like 11:53, they came out in diapers.
Folks, they're wearing diapers.
wearing
Yeah, but that was as a bit, right?
It was their like first ever New Year's gag.
Yeah. 'Cause now they do gags every New Year's, and it's always a big surprise because they literally do like a theatrical thing as part of the show. So people come every New Year's being like, "What's the gag going to be?" And they actually like make a like an opera or whatever.
And this past year, it was EDM.
Oh yeah, it looked
Oh my God,
so
really?
lame.
It was pretty lame.
Well, this is really shocking.
I'm like getting frustrated that all these people are having more fun than me.
Well, that's what I actually do. That's something I realized too. Actually, the part that made me cry was him thinking about his sobriety. He was talking
Yeah.
about his sobriety really poetically because
when did he become sober?
the band like busted up because he became so drunk. I mean, many reasons. I think the operation got too big and they had like 50 people to employ, and then it was like, oh, you have to keep doing this. And then the lead guy was like doing opiates and heroin and stuff, and so like that became unsustainable. So they like briefly broke up.
And when was that?
2004.
2004.
Phew.
Yeah.
To have a fact checker.
This is tough. I feel like that you. This is tough because you're literally now being.
no. I have to have the right A's.
You have. It's become an A podcast.
I have to have the right A's.
You have to have.
But
the
this
right
is what
A's.
media needs. Fact checkers in the room. Are we talking about? I mean, this is 2016.
No, it's true.
It's
Think about
2016.
26. If we
Fake
fact
news
check
is
that
trending.
Cheeto, fact check me like we should that Cheeto.
If you haven't heard of Cambridge Analytica, you're only getting half the story.
Yeah, thank
Cambridge Analytica.
Oh my God, that's
That
literally
is the best one.
out of Slut Pop Cambridge, literally.
Cambridge Analytica.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Then, like 2 years after the breakup, he got arrested with like heroin and pills in his car, and apparently was just like everybody says like the most kind and gracious person to ever be arrested. Because I think he was
course.
like, finally, thank you.
Yeah,
But then he
sure.
tells the story about then he was on like he managed to avoid jail by doing basically house arrest and like got an apartment next to the jail. And couldn't have a car. Got
know
a
that was
bike.
an option.
Apparently, they like worked it out with the judge where he was like, "I'm going to do 2 years of community service and I'm going to live by the jail." And he said it was like the most like beautiful, humbling experience because he's still in Vermont. He's a rock star. People are coming up. They're like, "Trey from Phish." He's like, "I'm scrubbing toilets," and being like, "Thank you." And then he said his kids would come and visit him on the weekends, and they look back and say it was the best part of their lives because before that he was on tour and doing drugs. And he's like, "This part where I cried at that."
That's pretty emotional.
I mean, that's beautiful.
But then it got me just thinking about the time in my life when I cared about this stuff, and I don't anymore. And that's
What changed?
Oh, that's a great question.
You became gay.
I became gay, honestly. I became gay and I said, wait, there's a different version of this and it's Berlin.
and I can have sex there.
You can get your dick sucked if you do this in Berlin. It's literally all the same things.
Yeah, it is kind of a bummer. I've been thinking about what gay takes from me, what
Yeah.
G takes away from me, where now I am just like, well, I could be doing this. Like I could be getting into this niche subculture, or I could go somewhere and probably have sex.
Oh, well, these are connected. The part I was going to say is I do now, looking back, love and appreciate it even more now that I think they're even lamer, that it's like an uncool space. Because so much of queer spaces are about the currency of cool.
It's an arms race.
It's an arms race for cool, and that theirs is basically everybody agreeing like, so you're lame like I'm lame. And it's
Yeah, but
earnest.
they're
They all
having so
love
much
this
fun.
thing. That's what I mean. It's like
Yeah.
it's that is admirable. We should bring that to our Q spaces.
We should bring that to some Q spaces. But you and I try to do this when we celebrate what we call Philly.
Yeah, that's true. Have we explained this theory to
Do you know
George?
Philly? Not real Philly.
This is going to be
concept.
coastal
No, I don't know the concept of
elitism
Philly.
down. Just to warn the listeners and the
warning.
watchers.
Coastal
We're
elite
about to be coastal elite, but in a way
down.
that doubles back and becomes praise.
So-
this is Australian rugby. All right?
So
This is so straight it's gay. Trust us.
And by
First
the way,
of all-
Coastal Elite is one of the tracks on Slut
Coastal
Pop.
a lick, my cock.
Console
a lick.
click my cock.
KT Kunstel.
Console.
KT Tunstall?
That's featuring KT
Yeah, that's good.
Kunstel.
Yeah.
Okay, so Philly is a real city. That's what this theory is based on.
Yeah, and Philly rules.
I know, Philly is
Of
one
course,
of my
we love
favorite
Philly.
places to go, and I specifically love the gay bars in Philly.
Yeah.
because they have this like they remind me of like when I was 21 and going to like sort of a lame gay bar in Chicago
Yes.
and like dancing
And let me
to
just
pop
go ahead-
music with like my girlfriend.
Can I introduce something that
Yeah.
we can all use? Because I love to use this conversation. Lame, open parentheses, complimentary, close parentheses.
Yes.
We're not saying it pejorative.
Lame,
okay?
good.
This is lame as in good.
And so now that so when you go to Philly, you kind of experience these types of bars, and they're too big for some reason.
It's
music,
the liminal space. You're unwatched.
You're
not in the
unwatched.
arms race.
You're not in the arms race at all, and you're finally free. to
not a
have some
single
fucking
Insta crush
fun.
is there. No one could care.
They're putting Bruno Mars on.
Literally, that's the liminal space.
And you're dancing to it. And so now, whenever we're in a space that is uncool, we both bond on really enjoying that. And we say,
Yes.
it's Philly.
They're-
Specifically, we're thinking of the bar. Can we dox them?
I feel like we should dox them, but this is again doxing complimentary. Sometimes we go to Metro, which is my favorite gay bar, but because there's some newer girls in the neighborhood who the quote unquote cool people want to go to,
Yeah.
they're not going to Metro anymore, and it's Philly.
It's Philly.
And I love
Oh,
that.
Metro is now
Metro
Philly.
is
We go there and,
And
we're
I'll
like,
cop to it.
out
I'm
in
one of the
Philly.
girls who is no longer going to Metro and haven't
Because
been in
of, do you
probably
want to
like
name it? Do
3
you want to
years.
actually dox them?
What?
the actually an animal.
Yeah.
Because of
Are now
excellent animal.
Cool. The cool list.
But it's not even just that. It's like a return to like Christopher Street for me too. Like it's a return
that I love.
to.
Well,
I would
Julius,
actually.
Julius.
Julius is number one.
Well, Julius
God
is
tier.
obviously number one, and that's not even that exists outside of the cool uncool spectrum.
That's the
but I'm
ampersand.
even going to like.
Julius is the ampersand.
I just went to the Monster.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
going to Pieces.
Upstairs of the Monster
You're
Incredible.
going to Pieces?
I've been to Pieces recently.
Damn.
I
Who
saw
are
a
you
great
seeing?
drag
What,
show.
what queens are you seeing?
I don't remember what her name was, but she was okay.
I saw a great drag show. Say more on that. I don't remember her name, but she was okay. That is such a great. That wasn't the A I expected.
But do you know,
But it
there is
wasn't A
something about
nonetheless.
because there is this when it comes to uncool gay spaces. If it's long enough ago, then you are basically like wearing an ACT UP T-shirt and pretending it's the 80s.
Metro is that part. You know,
But-
it's like.
but I think that
Metro is that part. Metro is
part.
Metro
part.
is
It's like it's not happening anymore, and we're going. Let's make it
Metro
happen.
is Yas Queen.
Metro is
Metro is
20
Yas Queen.
Metro is 2010s.
Except for
Yes.
Hell's Kitchen is Yas Queen. Metro is that part.
And
Metro
that's
is
the
that part.
and that's the final frontier. Because when are the cool gay guys gonna suck it the fuck up and go to Hell's Kitchen?
Well, when it doesn't take a fucking hour to get there, that's when.
Let's start with Christopher Street. And let's start with joshsharptada.com, mere blocks from Christopher
God,
Street.
I'm loving how non-linear
Let's
this
start
is.
there with what we get these gay guys to do. Bring back duplex.
Bring
literally bring back
Duplex.
Bring back duplex. Do you know how much of the scene that you love, the podcast cabal, is born of duplex in many ways?
First time I ever did a half hour of comedy was at the Duplex.
Thank you.
Really?
I split a bill with my friend Julia Claire. We did half hours together, and the show was called George Civeris and Julia Claire, that's a stretch.
That
Love it. Love it.
It birthed Aaron and I. I mean, UCB did, but when we were like, what if we like broke out of UCB? We hosted our variety show
Yeah,
at the Duplex.
yeah.
Cole was running their the hit show at the Duplex for a long time was
Yeah.
Cole.
Yeah.
Cole was like paying the bills at Duplex.
Yeah.
So I think
By the
we
way,
should-
if you want to learn more about that, Jeffrey Self's book of essays, Jeffrey describes the Duplex era and working with Cole.
Oh, I would love to
First
read that.
essay. You don't even have to read the whole book.
So Christopher Street, yeah, but this is to the Philly of
This
it
is
all.
the Philly of it all.
Yes.
And yeah, so Philly, the non-cool gay guys, is a movement that we actually do believe in. And so we're trying to push that.
And not to be binary about it, because actually now I'm going to sort of do the opposite, where I'm going to say like the in-between space is what I don't like. But in these kind of things, there are certain places that are actually cool. You're at a certain like warehousey rave and you're like, you've nailed the cool assignment.
Yeah.
Then there are the Philly spaces where it's like you are owning your uncoolness. It's these spaces that think they're cool and they're not, that are living in what is the, this thing in relief when it comes to gay spaces.
I mean, is it...
Now the ampersand is bad, where I'm like, you need to just be it or not it.
Can you describe what a place that thinks it's cool but isn't feels like?
Is that Hell's Kitchen then? Is Hell's Kitchen
Sort
the
of.
medium, and that's why we don't know what to do with it? Because Hell's Kitchen is attempting to be the gay spot.
Yeah.
Like that is its goal.
There's a tackiness, but without any camp.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's sort of a and I'm not against basicness. Like
No.
as we know, basicness can be there's beauty in simplicity. But there's a time that has no cue. I should say there's a type that has no cue. There's the type of basic where it's like, oh, you haven't considered anything outside of this lane.
And
It's not that you've like considered it all and gone, what if I embrace the basic? You are only there, no cue.
And in this narrative, is Philly only there, no cue, or has Philly considered?
Wow. Don't you feel like Philly has sort of considered?
I think Philly has considered.
Yeah.
I think Philly has seen what cool could be and said, I'm good.
Yeah.
I think they've chosen.
I ride with my friends.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, I don't need to do all that. There's a maturity to Philly.
There's a maturity to Philly. Well, it birthed our nation. You see that big old cracked bell?
You see that bell and you
there's
say, that's a
maturity to
nation
Philly.
came out of that fucking hole.
You know there's a maturity to
You know
Philly
what
when
it
you
is?
see that big old cracked bell.
It's Lana
Crack
Del
my
Rey.
bell.
It's Lana Del Rey
Crack
wearing.
my bell. American standards.
Kim Petras, Philly. Crack my
Crack
bell.
my bell.
Crack my bell open, bitch. Slut pop Philly.
Slut Pop Philly. Now that I want to see.
Pop
Slut Pop
Philly.
Philly would be big.
Philly.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Do you think Philly is Lana Del Rey dressing normal, but not as an ironic hipstery thing? It's like she has decided, she has seen what cool is. She's been dressed by all the big designers, and now she is shopping at Target.
I
No.
don't.
Okay.
I think Philly is almost
Katy Perry.
Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Clarkson. Yes.
Here's the thing that I think is wrong, but I'm going to say it. Or is Philly Tate McRae, and then you go, wait, you know Arca? Do you know what I mean? We're like, I knew I liked something about you.
Right, totally.
Oh, you're friends with Arca.
But I think that is more.
You didn't give friends with Arca to me.
Don't you think though that
And
is?
that's the maturity.
No, that is the maturity.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because Kelly Clarkson's not totally right either. I'm trying to think
I
of like
think-
what is right. Natalie Imbruglia.
Katie Tunstall.
I mean, is it Adele?
Oh, maybe Philly's Adele.
But that's tough because I don't identify with Adele.
That is tough.
And I
is
do
tough.
identify with Philly.
What's keeping you?
Yeah. What is keeping? You?
I
Too
ride for
straightforward.
Adele.
I love Adele.
I'm just sort of like,
I actually do.
Yeah.
I mean, she's fine. Like, it doesn't inspire hatred or love.
But you don't.
What about
you're-
Bruno Mars? Does that feel like, 'cause
inspires love?
I ride for Bruno
I
Mars.
actually think
I
maybe-
used to, as a hot take, say that, you remember this era, this was the duplex era, say he was better than Lady Gaga. I would be like, song for song, name me a Gaga song, and there's a better Bruno song. I don't stand by that. It was just fun.
Yeah.
I sort of agreed with it, but I do ride for Bruno.
Well, no, I think Bruno is properly Philly. I think that is a good.
Yeah, I think
comp.
Bruno is Philly.
Yeah.
What is Pink?
Oh,
Cincinnati.
my God. Yeah,
I
there's
actually-
something Midwestern about.
Yeah.
There's something Midwestern
I think
about
they're
it.
gonna go ahead and play Pink after the Bruno in Philly.
Well, they're gonna play it, but she doesn't symbolize the whole city.
Is Philly RuPaul's Drag Race?
When? 2016?
Yeah.
Peak RuPaul's Drag Race, 2016?
It's
Season
it's-
8?
It's bringing out the signs that say vote.org.
Yeah, it's Bob winning after Violet, vote.org.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what to me is an essential. Okay, here's another. Okay, I'm tying it to Phish. Ready?
Good.
Okay, Philly
And if you
Phish.
thread it with Josh Sharp Ta-da too, if you pull that trifecta, that's going to be fucking
well,
wild.
this is on you potentially. Something that is
Always. The whole show has been.
a
Keep
sign
going.
of Philly, like a true, tried and true sign of Philly, is walking around with shot glasses that are in like neon test
Oh,
tubes.
yeah.
When I see that, I say, I am safely, mark my
Yes.
location as in Philly.
Marked as safe from Philly test tubes.
And I actually think Phish is also, they don't do shot glasses and test tubes, but the culture is similar.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They do nitrous. They're sucking out of the balloons from the dentist. You know what I mean? That's the shot glass of the Phish scene is
Sucking
nitrous
out of
balloons.
the bi-loons is actually another track on Slut Pop Philly.
What about Philly's balloons?
So are
do
you
we
going
think?
What about Philly's balloons do we think? And now we're back to Fiona Apple.
Now that's nonlinear question asking.
You are ampersanding boots with that one.
That is
On
a
ampersand,
sentence.
that part.
That part.
ampersand.
That ampersand.
Well, I just want to know what, like, are you going to try to incorporate something to symbolize to the attendees of your show that you're there in Philly?
Well, the Christopher Street of it all, it's
Yeah.
so easy to do a 2-show night where you're seeing Josh Sharp ta-da and then Holly Box brains at pieces. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like you could see an incredible queen, or as George would call them, okay. And that's not a subtweet at the queen I named earlier. I'm just,
Sub tit, by the way, is another
yeah,
track.
yeah, sub my tit.
Sub my tit.
You could see an incredible Pieces drag queen post show any night of the week. You could
Yeah.
go to Duplex and sing Rose's Turn any night, both before and after my show.
Yeah.
So it is sort of right in the peak neighborhood for the monster at all.
You know why
Yeah.
Phish doesn't connect with gay people?
Why?
Like, how do I say this? There's no, like, I know there's a lead guy, but like, he's not a diva.
No, and it's a collective.
It's a
And
collective.
even though he's profoundly the lead guy, it's with a lot of like, I have built this machine and we're all equal
Yeah.
parts. Yes, I'm the architect, but you know.
Gay people need like a hierarchy.
Well, yes, no,
You're
but
right.
there is something almost anti-branding and anti-capitalist about the whole machine. Because, for example, with the Grateful Dead, you might not know anything, but you know the teddy bears, the rainbow bears
Yes.
dancing around. Like,
Do you even know the
there's-
Phish logo?
Do I?
This is so cool.
I literally don't.
What
Well,
is
this
it?
is that maybe this speaks to it because something else they talk about in the article is at the time they were getting big, they just talk about how much when like most bands when they finally have like access, they would like make use of things, but they were like, oh, finally we have the freedom to say no to all the stuff we want to do.
Yeah.
For 30 years, they've demanded that every venue they're in, any forward-facing ads to the audience are covered. So people go early and cover with curtains any like billboards or advertisements in the space. Because they're like, you should not come in and see like a Coke ad.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And every venue does it because they sell 1 billion tickets. So there's things like that where they're like, oh, you at a time when you'd be like, what's my brand deal? They're like, how do we eliminate brands from this magical space? Slay.
No, that's cool.
Slay.
Credit where credit's due.
but that is
Capital
anyway.
One's Lady Gaga could never.
Well, first of all, I do want to go back to
promo
want to
code
go back
AEOLab for
I want to go back to the logo, of course.
Casper mattress.
But I do think that's a big part of why it's so siphoned off from the rest of culture is because there's like no advertising of it. It's
No.
literally like by word of mouth, and if you know, you know.
And even then, you need a guide.
And even then,
Do you know what I
need
mean?
a
Like,
guide.
even if your friends like listen to Phish, they'd have to be like, but let me make the playlist.
Yes.
Or else you will not get it.
it
You
is
need a curator.
old-fashioned community building. Where else are we seeing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Other jam bands.
And
Other jam bands.
Also, weirdly, they've sort of invented festival culture.
Right.
Like, that is massive, the Coachella of it all.
Hmm.
I mean, also, Jane's Addiction did. Nobody wants to have that conversation. The originator of Lollapalooza.
I didn't know this.
It was originally a festival that Jane's Addiction started in the 90s and then became Lollapalooza. But at the same time, Phish was throwing festivals that are only Phish. And 100,000 people come. There's no other bands but Phish. But they do like build a village and there's like art and installations and weirdo shit happening. When Bonnaroo started, which sort of started the modern resurgence of the last 20 years of festivals, because it was more of a jam band festival at its inception, they went to Phish's people were like, how do you do a festival? And so Phish taught Bonnaroo and then now we have Coachella.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's so many weird things where it's like, it's crazy that Phish is that girl. Until Billy Joel did the Billy Joel, they were the band that had most played the Garden.
That's crazy.
They played there like 100 times and sold out every show.
87.
Whoa.
I'm getting fact checked again, and I'm appreciative of it.
And if only we could do that to the Cheeto in chief.
Oh my God, if only.
Thank you.
But he won't come on the podcast. He's afraid.
Have you tried?
Yes,
Yes, we
Josh,
reached
we've
out.
tried.
Could you
You
imagine?
think we haven't tried?
You think we haven't tried?
What topic do you think he'd do?
I think.
What if he did Cheetos?
And it's like charming because he's making fun of himself and
He's like really self-aware. It's like amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
What topic would he do if he was really self-aware? I guess he could do Cheetos. He could do like apprenticing,
Yeah. Business.
business.
I think it would be funny if like one day he got bonked on the head and like woke up and
That
like
would be
and was
funny.
an alt
Just
comedian.
period.
And
Just
was
as a physical gag.
Yeah.
Just I know there's more, but just period.
Well, let's
he gets
yeah,
bonked on the head.
I'm laughing.
That part, I'm laughing.
That part.
that part.
No, he gets bonked on the head and wakes up. He's like, I want to do a run of my show.
If he got bonked on the head and then was like, "Oh my god, isn't it weird that I'm doing this?
Yeah.
Like, isn't it crazy? Like
Oh.
that would be really funny."
Little cartoon birds flying around, big
Yeah.
dizzy eyes.
Holds a press conference. Never mind. That's my Trump impression.
That's so good.
Yeah.
This is
really
in your new
awesome.
hour,
Yeah,
right?
no, it's
Yeah, here's
really
mine. Never mind.
good. Wow, that's
Yeah,
really
that's my
good.
joke.
Here's mine.
And that's the title track from Fiona Apple's new record. She recorded it all at home with her dogs. That's the sound
Well,
of the
rest
dog
in
with the
power.
terminal illness. Rest in peace.
The dog
of
she
course.
had
The
at
dog-
that time. Rest in power.
Rest in
Yeah,
power.
that time.
That time.
That time. That's
That
good.
time.
That time.
This is Trump pop.
That's good instead of that part.
Maybe if Trump got bonked on the head, he would release Trump Pop Miami.
This is Trump pop. That's good.
That's really good. Get your bonks out.
January 6th.
Oh,
Exactly.
so
That's
good. Terror in my anus ifs.
Rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. That's another track.
There we go. Joel.
Rolls Royce off the tongue. That's a Kim Petras track.
Lick my Cheetos.
Can't wait to be brought in. I can't wait for the intro to be over.
we bring in our guest?
Please welcome to the podcast Philly's favorite comedian, Josh Sharp.
Yes, I'll be playing the Philly Theater.
Oh, I love that theater.
Josh Sharp Ta-da, the big Philly theater right downtown. You can't miss it. It's just under Uptown. And it's gonna be amazing.
Have you ever been to Denver?
Actually, no.
You can't ask some of that, George.
I'm going. Sorry to be so cute, but I'm going to Denver. There's no way around it because I'm seeing Rilo Kiley at Red Rocks, and
That
so
rules.
we are.
When you posted about that, I thought you were kidding.
No, I'm serious.
That rules.
And so we've been looking for where to stay and whatever.
Are they
And
doing like the 20th anniversary of Blacklight Tour or whatever it's called?
I don't remember if it's. It might be, but
Gay
it's,
guys need to get into Rilo Kiley more. That's like such a like soft, like a. You know what I mean?
Rilo Kiley is one of. I actually recently had this experience with Gossip, Beth Ditto's band, where these are things I think everyone knows and everyone stands, and then
Yes.
you realize no one. I saw Gossip Live, posted it, literally got one reply.
I
from,
feel
like,
the
a
same
rando.
about The Knife, another band from that era.
Yes.
Very
I love the
different.
knife.
But
Well,
so many
yeah.
gay guys have no.
No, so
fucking
many
clue.
gay
And I'm
guys
like,
don't know about
They
that.
are like
Or her
Berlin
solo career
down.
post The
You
Knife, by
girls
the
are
way.
at the raves, and it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Anyway, Fever Ray. That's stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
let's talk Rilo Kiley. That part.
That part.
I actually don't know Rilo Kiley. I'm coming clean.
You should.
Like,
do you
you
listen to
don't-
Jenny Lewis at all?
No.
It's her band. Oh, it's really good.
Because there is a class of gay guys, not you, we now know, who know Jenny Lewis and don't know Rilo Kiley at all.
It's
I'm like,
hello.
what?
It's like gay guys that know Caroline Polachek but don't know Chairlift.
Thank
and
you.
that is a
part.
that part.
That is such a that part.
Yeah.
What you just said is such. This is why we need it back, because that is the response to that. My whole body screams that part. You know what I mean?
Damn, that's so Walt Whitman of you.
So true.
My whole body screaming that part.
As I take loads
Yeah.
in the Brooklyn
Yeah.
Navy Yard.
Wart Titman is another track off of Slut Pop.
That's Cambridge. Back to Slut Pop Cambridge.
Slut Pop Walden Pond actually is coming out soon.
Oh, damn.
How many grasses did I get out of 1,000? I don't know if we said it. We went on
Oh,
a tangent.
right.
So we are sort of still in that segment.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
still nonlinear.
We're liminal. We're still in that segment.
Yeah,
I don't
but we
think
can't. But I think because we're so liminal, we can't give you a number. I think
That's
your
true.
score was bear emoji.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
understood.
score was bear emoji.
That's damn. That's what that is.
That's either good or bad.
That's
or
right. That's either
ampersand.
good or bad.
That's ampersand.
What if you named your child either?
Oh, either. Oh, that's good.
There's something
you have to
to
hear.
it.
You have to hear
Yeah.
the mother yelling it out.
Either
Either.
really such a, and it also it is actually really.
You're gonna have a mother.
I am the mother. I am the mother.
Come through, RuPaul.
Come through, RuPaul. Vote.
I am the mother.
Clack, 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 vote.
That's
Me with
another
my
track.
fan, vote.
But seriously, you guys, get out there. and vote.
you guys, please vote.
Should we do our final segment? How long? I've lost track of.
Yeah,
We've been
how
so
long?
We've been
nonlinear.
so
I don't know what
liminal
time
and so
it is.
nonlinear. You tell me, where are we at?
Where are we
Where
at
are we at
time-wise?
time-wise?
Wait.
Yeah,
yeah.
we should do our final segment.
Any lingering Phish notions? I mean, really,
You're asking us?
just things.
That's very cute of you.
Things. Yeah, it is cute. I just want to know if there's anything that you needed addressed that didn't
No,
get
I
addressed.
know. And I do feel like,
It was a touchstone for us.
yeah.
You know, it didn't need to be the bedrock. It was a touchstone.
It was a touchdown.
If we're just making different sort of geological rock-based
Touch My
references.
Stone, by the
Touch
way,
My-
is another track.
it was like a limestone layer. You know.
Good.
They played a festival in Limestone, Maine.
There we go.
Oh my God, and I once
guy.
did the Limestone Festival in Bloomington, Indiana.
You're literally
Comedy
just
festival.
like the
I'm
Phish
sort
of
of like
comedy.
Fish. Can I ask something basic?
Yeah.
What is the backstory of the name Fish spelled with a PH?
Great question. I don't know. Do you know that?
I do.
Yeah, of course.
There's a couple different stories, but when they first started, so they started in '83, and when they first started
At Goddard College.
at Goddard College, which had 33 people in every year when they graduated,
Whoa.
they wanted to be. That's what the band name wanted to be, and that's why it's the PH. But everyone was just like, "What?"
Oh,
And then it became Fish. This is news to me. I'm learning.
They wanted to be.
Don't you think that's so ahead of their time? Because I'm thinking of that very pitchforky band that is 3 exclamation points.
Yeah, yeah.
Tick, 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 talk,
Yeah.
talk, talk.
Chick, chick, chick.
Chick, chick, chick.
That's it.
That's so Fish.
I love to learn that because even though I'm so tapped out of this scene, because it was like the thing I obsessed over from years like 17 to 22, like I think even now, if you played a live Fish recording, I would know the song and I probably could tell you the year and maybe month of it. Do you know what I mean? Like it's still a part of my brain that knows every single thing about this band. So to learn something new, that's huge. That's huge for me. In all of my, as someone literate in the lore, I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
That part.
That part. Well, that's just like how we wanted to be called AEOLab, and people kept saying it sounds like StraightioLab.
And so you just became StraightioLab.
Yeah.
First time we ever sold out.
Yeah.
One of many.
One of many. It's a slippery slope.
What
Yeah.
a mini.
But seriously, guys,
How
drink-
down
drink
the
Coke.
barrel this episode has been, you know, because you guys sold out now.
Yeah, it's
You
been pretty
resisted that
normal.
urge to make this one punk, and it's just so clear and cogent and literate. First time listeners would know every single word.
Oh, yeah. No, this is the blueprint.
This is the blueprint. This is
blueprint.
going to be the FYC episode, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is well, you know, everything you touch becomes for your consideration.
That part.
Okay, we should do our final segment.
That part.
Josh, our final segment is called Shoutouts, and in this segment, we pay homage to the grand straight tradition of the radio shoutout, shouting out to anything that we are enjoying, people, places, things, ideas. Imagine it's 2001, you're in Times Square, shouting out to your squad back home.
What's funny about that is I'm literally in Times Square right now, but it's 2016. That's the part that's
Yes,
different.
it is.
But the part that's the same is Times Square.
So that's the same.
We're coming to you live from Times Square.
We are coming to you live from Times
We are
Square.
coming
No
to you-
cap.
No cap.
No cap.
Is that coming back?
No, it's too fresh, but it could in like 3. But I'm more warm on Bet being something that
By the
will
way-
be fun to do in 4 years.
By the way, No Fap is another track of Small Pop Cambridge.
And bitch instead of Bet. People will get that that's Bet.
When you said profoundly earlier, I was trying to think of a pun, and the only thing I got was propound me.
That's
And you didn't say that out loud?
Well,
Because
because
what the hell is wrong with you?
Because I
You're
was
leaving ideas like that on the table?
well, because I was like, if I say propound me, no one's gonna be like, that's profoundly.
We would know that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But also, there's so many lyrical directions there. Like, I am pro pound me. I am pro
Yeah.
the idea of you pounding me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely propound.
Or I'm
And there's a-
professional.
I'm a pro at being
pound me.
pounded.
pound.
I'm a pro pound me.
Yeah. Wow. Should we do? Okay, how do we do it? I'm like, George, I don't have one.
Oh, yeah, I don't either. Josh.
I could do one.
Oh,
You want to go first?
That's
Sure, if
crazy.
you need that.
I actually
I
do
already-
need that.
We always think of them on the spot, but of course.
Well, I just had one come to me on the spot.
Okay, go.
Great.
And this helped. You know, I came in too early on the intro. I should come in too early on the close.
Yeah.
Don't you feel
Yeah.
as if it bookends for the listener and especially the watcher? It gives a bookend. to this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, shout out to Love on the Spectrum. It's the greatest show on television. I'm so happy it's back. These are my absolute friends. Y'all, this is the Friends cast to me, is Love on the Spectrum. I talk about a warm bath. I'm spending time with David, with Abby, with Tanner, with Connor. I'm loving my life. All of the new people are so good. I was weeping like I'm reading the New Yorker Phish article watching this season of Love on the Spectrum. I wish every person would watch that show. I think it is so, that part, the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shouts out to all of them. I would love to meet or work with any of you. Please find me. Run up to me in a public space with a weapon if you need. I want to know you. I want to be friends with you, and I want to celebrate you most of all.
Woo! Woo! I started season 1 like 2 weeks ago, and I love it. It's so great.
The best.
Yeah.
I am very Phish about it, where it's like I have such earnest admiration for the show and the people on it. And they're so funny.
And it's really nice.
They're so funny.
Okay.
I have one.
Oh, thank God.
What's up? I'm going to keep going with the television theme. What's up, television viewers? I want to give a shout out to this very particular state that I can will my brain to be in. It is a version of The Sunken Place, but it is, I think, has a little more joie de vivre. And I have been accessing it every night over the last calendar month, when every night I am watching Family Guy on Hulu.com.
It seems to me.
I am on season... I didn't start from the very beginning, but regardless of where I started, I'm on season 11. I am watching it. I am letting it autoplay, and I am fully watching Family Guy by myself on my computer in bed.
As God intended.
I am shutting off any part of my brain that is reacting to anything, and it is washing over me the same way, honestly, a warm bath would. I think when I am ready to comment on what I'm seeing, I will activate. But for now, I am in this very special brain state that I think is very liminal and is very ampersand. And I think rather than judging myself for it, I am going to sit in it and see what comes of it.
Wow. Woo. That is crazy.
Pre-activated.
Yeah.
I can't
If
wait
you
to
want to
see.
if you want to see people look shocked, if you want to see the light drain from people's face, tell them you've been watching Family Guy. People on all communities, we're talking gay, straight, alt, mainstream, old, young. I've never seen a reaction like that. And I've done many things that are
You've done many things
that are considered taboo.
Many a thing. Okay, what's up, freaks, losers, and perverts around the globe? I would like to give a shout out to, you know that thing when you wake up and you're like really stressed out and it's like 3 a.m. and you're like, why am I awake? And then you lay there. I want to give a shout out to getting up and saying, you know what, enough. I'm going to do stuff. I'm going to get up and I'm going to fucking do stuff until I get tired. And I find that this is a much more productive way.
What kind of stuff?
I'm reading.
Jerking it.
Sometimes I'm jerking it. Sometimes I'm having a beautiful water. Sometimes I'm journaling. Sometimes as soon as I write down like everything that's running through my mind, I'm like, oh, that's it? Okay, time for bed.
You need to download.
You basically just have to like walk around and be like, okay, enough just laying here. And then I have a book. I've got a little light for my book so that I can read it without waking up Misha. And it is an amazing feeling to just lean in. And honestly, sometimes when your mind is racing, you actually are having good ideas. And you just have to roll with it because you can't know when the spirit of creativity is going to enter you. So when you wake up at 3 a.m., just roll with it. XOXO, Sam.
Woo! I'm an adherent of this, but it's a practice that you can't always follow because it's happening in a liminal space, where your mind is not always your mind.
Yeah.
So there's times where the next day I forget that I know this is the North Star.
Yeah.
And I'm so frustrated to not have, pointed my sled dogs towards it.
By the way, I just read on Billboard that Lim Anal
On a
Space just
billboard?
premiered. Lim Anal Space has just premiered, and it's the lead single of Slut Pop Cambridge.
Lim Anal Space.
Anal space.
That's good.
Wow. If anybody out there has a lot of time and a Photoshop account, we would love for you to make an album cover with the track list of all the tracks that we have named
And
today.
please have one of the tracks be www.joshsharptada.com.
That is one of the tracks.
On this graphic that you will share far and wide on the
Please
internet.
Can you make it .com?
Can you
and
make-
then it'll
Yes,
work.
.com.
Yeah,
Perfect.
.com. Okay.
Perfect.
Well, everyone go see Josh's show. And
Ta-da.
July 7th.
July
Tickets on
7th.
sale now. Tickets recently on sale at the moment that this episode is coming out.
JoshSharpTada.com.
Yep. And you know I need the StraightioLab freaks there.
Oh,
You're honestly, and I'm going to say this on this podcast and no else, y'all will get the show more than every other podcast audience. We know this.
You say that to all the girls.
They're
You say
smart
that
but
to all the
dumb.
girls.
No,
You're going on Exploration Live and you're saying that exact same shit to them.
You're going to the
Oh.
Daily and you're saying Michael Barbaro, your listeners are going to absolutely freak.
And no, the Daily listeners will hate my show. And I will tell that to Michael Barbaro. I'll say it to his face. I'm here to talk about the topic of the day, but not my show. I do not want your listeners there. I will say to Barbaro.
Do you think you could turn him gay again?
I think he's got some
someone
cues.
has to.
I think some cues. This is podcaster on podcaster
He is kind of
right
the
there.
king of being cute.
He's like ampersand coded.
He is so ampersand. He is ampersand down.
Have you had him on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually?
No.
No, well, we had him on, but it was a bad episode. We ended up not
We
releasing
deleted it. Yeah.
This was mutually agreed upon from both parties?
Yeah. We told him to fuck off.
Is this known or is this an exclusive?
We
We're kidding. I cannot believe you felt
I
bad.
don't know. I don't know what y'all podcast queens be doing. Y'all have a community. Y'all are the Phish. You know, there's an
Y'all are the
introvert.
Phish.
Y'all are the
Y'all are
fish.
the Psh.
Well, Michael Barbaro, it's an open invite.
It's an open invite.
Actually, Barbaro, you can come to opening night. I'm gonna save you a ticket in the front, waiting for Guffman style.
Reserved
and I'm gonna
for
see if
Barbaro.
Barbaro comes. Reserved for Barbaro.
Oh, that'll be nice. And every night you look and he's not there and you're like, fuck.
I guess this one's just for me.
Well, Josh, thanks so much for doing the pod.
Oh my God, a blessing. An absolute
Well.
blessing. And to be in the IRL kind of way.
I
Come
know.
on,
It's thank
better.
God.
And I just want to say thank you, everyone who has participated in the week of StraightioLab.
6 episodes and a live
One
show.
live show, endless opportunities, and endless fun and endless play, Phish style.
Well,
you.
bye.
Bye.
StraightioLab is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network and iHeart Podcasts.
Created and hosted by George Civeris and Sam Taggart.
Executive produced by Will Ferrell, Han Sani, and Olivia Aguilar.
Co-produced by Bei Wang.
Edited and engineered by Adam Avalos.
Artwork by Michael Fales and Matt Grubb.
Theme music by Ben Kling.